Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Beneath the Surface. This is Akshaya. In this episode, we're going to talk about Richard Ramirez. Richard Ramirez, known as the Night Stalker, was an American serial killer, rapist, and burglar who terrorized California during the mid 1980s. His crimes, marked by extreme brutality, randomness, and satanic symbolism, shocked the nation. Ramirez murdered at least 13 people and committed numerous sexual assaults and burglaries, making his case one of the most infamous in US history. Richard Ramirez was born on February 29, 1960 in El Paso, Texas. He grew up in a troubled environment marked by domestic violence, poverty, and early exposure to criminal influences. His older cousin Miguel, a Vietnam War veteran, introduced him to graphic violence, sharing disturbing stories and photos of his actions during the war. Ramirez also witnessed Miguel murder his wife. These early experiences deeply influenced his later behavior. Ramirez struggled in school and developed a fascination with Satanism. By his teenage years, he was heavily involved in drugs and petty crimes, laying the foundation for his later criminal activities. Ramirez's streak of violence began earliest in June 1984 with the brutal murder of 79-year-old Jenny Wincott in Los Angeles. Over the next year, he committed a series of home invasions, assaults, and murders across California, targeting victims of all ages, genders, and backgrounds. His randomness made him particularly difficult to track. Ramirez broke into homes late at night, attacking his victims while they were asleep. His methods varied, include shooting, stabbing, and strangulation. This lack of consistency made profiling him challenging. Many of his female victims were sexually assaulted, and in some cases he attacked children. Ramirez often invoked Satan, left pentagrams at crime scenes, and made his victims swear loyalty to Satan, further intensifying public fear. After killing or assaulting his victims, Ramirez often looted their homes for valuables, including cash and jewelry. Ramirez's crimes generated widespread panic across California. Law enforcement agencies worked tirelessly to connect the murders, which initially seemed unrelated due to the randomness of its methods. Breakthroughs include a distinctive Avia sneaker print left at several crime scenes linked the murders. Ramirez's fingerprints was found in a stolen car abandoned after a crime. Survivors and witnesses helped create a composite sketches, and descriptions of his decayed teeth and unkempt appearance became key identifiers. On August 30, 1985, police released Ramirez's mugshot from a prior arrest. The next day, Ramirez was recognized by residents in East Los Angeles after attempting to carjack a vehicle. A group of citizens held him hostage until the police arrived. Ramirez's trial began in 1988 and lasted over a year, becoming one of the most expensive and high-profile trials in the US history. He faced charges for 13 murders, 5 attempted murders, and 11 sexual assaults and 11 burglaries. Despite his defense team's efforts, the evidence was overwhelming, including survivor testimonies, physical evidence, and his own confessions. 89, Ramirez was convicted on all counts and sentenced to death. He was sent to California's death row at San Quentin State Prison. On June 7, 2013, Ramirez died of complications related to B-cell lymphoma, having spent nearly 24 years on death row. He was 53 years old. The Netflix series Night Stalker: The Hunt for a Serial Killer revisits the case, focusing on the detectives, survivors, and societal impact of Ramirez's crimes. The series sheds light on the investigation while respecting the victims' stories, offering a detailed and chilling portrayal of one of the most infamous criminals in US history. The Richard Ramirez case is remembered for its shocking brutality,